Hey everybody, welcome to Linux, and today we're going to talk about best plugins for Pycharm. Just like every other software, several tools and IDEs also offer support for plugins to improve their productivity and performance. Since Pycharm has been one of the most widely used IDEs for Python development, several plugins were introduced to ensure a suitable working environment for programmers. So the first plugin that we're going to talk about is Highlight Bracket Pair. So in order to download the plugins, all you have to do is that on your computer, you have to press Control Alt and S. So when you'll press Control Alt and S, a window like this would appear here. Okay, so if plugins they are not already selected, then you need to select plugins from here, and here you can search the plugins that you want to install. So first plugin that we're going to talk about is Highlight Bracket Pair. So we'll just search here Highlight Bracket Pair. So until it is, when you will hit it, it would basically search it, and here you can see that this is the plugin's home page. Okay, so what it does is that to make your programming woes easier, the Highlight Bracket Pair plugin helps to identify bracket pairs in your code based on the position of the cursor. It eliminates the need to manually scan the start and ends of the bracket. Moreover, it is also compatible with all other IntelliJ based IDEs and languages such as Java, Groovy, JavaScript, Ruby, HTML, JSON, XML, and CSS. Other than that, just Python. Okay, so in order to install it, just click on this install button, and it would basically give you a box here which says that using third-party plugins may involve a plugin vendor processing your personal data. So you have to accept this agreement, so in order to use the plugin, so just accept it, and when you would accept it, it would basically get it installed. And once you have plugin installed, all you have to do is that you have to restart the IDE, and it would ask you for the confirmation. So just click on restart, and your IDE, the Pycharm IDE, will be restarted. Okay, so once you restart your IDE, you can you can take your cursor here, and now you can see that both the brackets have been selected, and this would happen for every bracket that you would have. And you can see that when I take the cursor out of here, it doesn't recognize it, but when I go inside, you can see that both the cursors have been selected. And if I go up there, you can see that both the cursors have been highlighted, the brackets have been highlighted, excuse me, the cursor is in between. So that's what a Highlight Bracket Pair plugin does, and before that, when we didn't have it installed, it wasn't happening. Okay, so the next plugin that we're going to talk about is grep console, and we'd press Ctrl Alt S, we'd go to our plugins, and then we'd search for grep console here. Okay, so we just write here grep console. And the idea is that for users working on Python scripts that generate huge output, it sometimes gets complex to filter out the required output on their console. Hence, grep console helps filter the results you will need based on the given conditions to make debugging easier and hassle-free. So its feature include changing colors of matching text, open designated output into a view console tab, change output using any other plugin clear console, highlight any port of the code you want, filter any unwanted lines of code, organize hundreds of lines of code through the easy filter and highlighting options. So in order to install it, just click on it, and here you can see that you can read all about the grep console, and you can see that now grep console has been installed. So what you can do is that you can click on restart IDE. Whenever you would install a plugin, you make sure that you restart your IDE, because other than that, there's no chance that changes would get placed. All right, so make sure that you restart your IDE in order to get the changes to be affected. All right. Okay, so now our IDE has been restarted, and if we run our program, here you can see that this is the output. And here we have the option that previously we did not have, right? So if you take your cursor on it, it would say open grep console settings. So you can click on it and you can basically set the grep console settings according to your desire. All right, so you can basically select any color you want. For error, for example, here we have this light yellow color. You can change it if you want to, okay, to any color that you want. You can put here RGB color, or you can manually select it from here from the color scheme. So it's all up to you. And you have other default settings for fatal, for error, for warning, for info, for debug, and for trace. So there are different ways you can use grep console, and this is the next best plugin for you. So the next plugin we're going to talk about is the rainbow brackets. So one of the most convenient plugins, obviously, you press Ctrl S to install it. You go here and you search here basically rainbow brackets, and you can see that on the very top we have rainbow brackets. In order to install it, you just click on install. And if we talk about rainbow brackets, it's one of the most convenient plugins, as I have said, that you can use to in multi-part codes is rainbow brackets. So it's one of the most convenient plugins that you can use because it has a feature that basically the best part of it, and that is that it highlights the bracket pairs at the same time, the multiple highlight bracket pairs. So for example, if you have a nested loop, or if you have a for loop which is nested in multiple ways, let's say that you have 3 nested for loops and you have 10 nested if conditions in there. So what it's gonna do is that it's going to highlight all the brackets in there. This plugin, which is essentially rainbow brackets, it's not only resolves confusion but also it highlight matching pairs with matching rainbow colors. All right, which the feature which was unavailable, or which was not available in highlight bracket pair. Okay, so it also supports many other languages other than Python, like Java, XML, HTML, CSS, as we've talked about previously. So another most important plugin that we would talk about is string manipulation. Okay, so you can just search here string manipulation, and here you have it. Okay, so the idea is that you can install it by clicking on it, and the manipulation text during long lines of code gets extremely draggy sometimes. For that purpose, this plugin string manipulation helps to convert lowercase letters into uppercase letters and vice versa. Besides, it also has option for other text manipulation, including switch case, camel case, kebab lowercase, kebab uppercase, dot case, world lowercase, things like that. So it capitalize them, it invert the cases, switch from lower to upper and vice versa, encode and decode to different formats, increment and decrement numbers. It reverses them, it shuffle, sort cases, align text, trim spaces and unwanted text. It also removes duplicates. It can also swap characters. Okay, so string manipulation, it's kind of a very good plugin to have on your basically IDE. Okay, so the next plugin that we're going to talk about is basically make sure that you restart your IDE after the installation of a plugin in order for the changes to be to have an impact, okay, to be effective. So make sure that you restart your IDE before having the plugins to have an impact on your IDE. Okay, so the next plugin that we're going to talk about is the save actions. So what you can do here is that you can search save actions, and there you go. So this is save actions. You can click on it and you can install it. So The name of this plugin says it all. This incredible plugin takes the responsibility of saving files, run a set of actions on them regarding importing and reforming to make things easier for you. Its features include optimizing your imports, run multiple files, rearrange codes, reformatting codes, run on file saves and shortcuts, provide files with regex support, works on any file type such as Python, Java, and XML. It is compatible with IntelliJ IDEA, PHP Storm, Android Studio, RubyMine, and other than, these are the other IDEs which we are talking about other than Pycharm. Okay, so that's how you basically install that. And in order to make changes effect, you have to restart the IDE. So you can see that here we have compatibility, IntelliJ IDEA, PyCharm, PHP Storm, Android Studio, that we were talking about. All right. So now let's go ahead and let's talk about another important plugin, which is Ace Jump. Okay, so you can search here Ace Jump, and you would have it right here. So you can install it by basically clicking on it. So it is a great plugin to boost your productivity while writing, running, and debugging codes in Pycharm. It allows moving or repositioning the caret to any particular position without using the mouse. You can navigate it to any position where you are working in the editor. Just press the keys Ctrl plus and type a character, and then type any matching character to Ace Jump. Okay, and I'll show you how it works because this one is important. So I'll basically restart my IDE and I'll show you. So now we have restarted our IDE, and all you have to do is that you have to press Control plus and semicolon on your computer keyboard, and you can use the Ace Jump here. So let's say that you're here, and all you want to do is that you want to Ace Jump. So what you can do is that you can press Control plus and then semicolon. So when you press it, you see here the R character, it's been like it's been selected, and if you press the arrow key, it would Ace Jump all the characters for you. Okay, so you can see that the colors has been changed, and that's how you can basically use it. The next important plugin that we're going to talk about is the Neon Progress Bar. So Neon Progress Bar, it's it's really awesome. So it has something to do with the starting of the IDE. Okay, so in order to install it, you just click on it, and if we talk about it, it basically is a useful plugin that keeps a record of your progress with a Neon cat to make your IDE a little bit of interesting. So if you restart your IDE, you'd be able to see what this does. So here you can see that now this Neon cat is loading your project, and previously it wasn't there, okay, when we were sort of opening our IDE. So that's what this plugin does. So it's just make a little bit your IDE, it makes it a little bit interesting. Okay, so we are done with the Neon progress bar. So now let's jump and let's talk about another plugin, last but not least, which is essentially Sonar Lint. So just search here Sonar Lint, and the idea is that this plugin is highly recommended for the beginners and intermediate coders to help polish their lines of code by doing minor improvements. It can not only detect but also let you fix them. You can fix small bugs, redundancies, spelling mistakes, code flaws, unreachable code, and unclogged exceptions, so to help keep your code clean and fit to quality. Okay, it can be used for a number of programming languages, including Java, Python, and PHP, etc. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's try to install it. Then we restart our IDE, and you can see the Neon cat right here as well. Previously it wasn't like this, so it just makes your IDE a little bit interesting. Okay, so now it would get the Sonar Lint installed, and after that we'd just restart our IDE, and we'd try to make some spelling mistakes on our own, and let's see what happens. So now you can see that SonarLint has been installed. So all I have to do is that I have to restart my IDE. So now our IDE has been restarted. So now if you write here PR, you can see that it is giving you options to basically hit enter, and basically it would fill it up for you. So how does it do that? So it does that using SonarLint. Okay, so you have suggestions, and obviously you can do multiple things. It would give you suggestions, and it would let you know about exceptions and other things. So if I write here F, and you can see that it gives me a whole lot of suggestions as well. So all of that happens because of SonarLint, which makes it a lot of things easier for you. If you're just a beginner at coding, it would give you a lot of suggestions. So this is a must-have plugin on your Pycharm IDE. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, you have learned something new. So these were the important plugins that we have talked about today. Thank you so much for watching.